Hello all you wonderful, beautiful, and craptastic people. Craptastic Jack here, and today I wanted to talk about my horrible first day that I had with the second crew beta. So without further interruptions, let us begin. So a couple of days before the beta started, I found out that I could install the game a few days before the beta launches. So that's what I did. I installed it through Uplay and played it. After about No, I didn't play it. What the hell am I talking about? No. After about 3 days, on Monday, the beta was released. I, along with all recent game fans who were in the beta, decided to get up early. I launched my computer and launched it to Uplay. By the way, Uplay is the most horrible piece of crap ever. Origin looks like a masterpiece compared to Uplay, so don't use it unless you are forced to. But I launched Uplay and attempted to start the game. When I did, I got an error message stating that, quote, the game could not be started correctly. Please make sure that your game was installed correctly and try again. If this problem persists, call Ubisoft support. So of course I was frustrated, but not angry. I mean, it was 6 AM. I was too tired to be angry, so I decided to reinstall the game and go back to bed. I woke up at around 10 AM, and by this time the game had already been reinstalled. So I tried again, and to my dismay got the same message. So I decided to contact Ubisoft support. I submitted a ticket and got into a live chat with one of the support agents. I stated my problem, and the first time I probably did not give them enough information, so what they told me did not work. But I don't blame them for that, as I did not give them enough information to help them fix my problem. So that failed. I looked on the forums and found that people had the same issue. Someone said to add the .exe file for Uplay and the crew to the exception list for your Avast and then run as administrator. I was going to attempt that when I saw a bunch of people comment how it didn't work for them, so I decided against doing that. Big mistake. So I decided to submit another ticket to Ubisoft support. This time, the agent requested my network and launcher logs from Uplay. So I gave them to him, and he told me that it was a very common issue. Could not launch .exe error 2. That's basically what it was called. I forget the specifics, but that I had, and he told me to find and see if I had any leftover registry keys from the last beta. I looked and found none. This time I told him everything else that I had. He then told me to install it through Steam, as I told him that I pre-ordered it through Steam. He told me to try that. I doubted it was going to work, but he still told me to try that. I was going to try that when I found out the old thread where I have just been, someone commented to add, where the person told to say add the 2 files to the exception list. Turns out someone in the comments posted a comment stating that in order for it to work, you had to add the Ubisoft Game Launcher folder, which contained those 2 .exe files, to the exception list itself, the entire folder. Then verify the files for the crew. You also had to disable Avast Shields for 10 minutes as you verified the files. I did all of this, and I started crying. I cried on how stupid I was. It was the most logical and easiest choice, and I didn't choose it. It was so easy, and as the tears rolled down my eyes caused by the stupidity of how easy this fix was, and how it should have been the first that came upon my mind. As those tears were rolling down my eyes, those cars' wheels were rolling across the screen. That made no sense, but whatever. And I guess the basically lesson for this tale, folks, is if it's the most logical choice, if it's the most logical of choices or the most logical of fixes, just do it. Even if people are saying it's how it doesn't work for them, at least try. It never hurts to try. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good one.